I am reading this book, When Girls Don't Tell.
What is that about?
This is a book by Dr. Margaret Jamal, and it's about re-victimization of sexual abuse.
What?
It's amazing. It's about, her life and what she went through, and when she was a little girl, of how, men would climb into the bed with her.
Oh my God.
And this book is so graphic. I mean, it's so real to life as you read it, because she's talking about how he would just come in and just take advantage of her. I mean, can you imagine someone just taking advantage of your body, taking your innocence away? Just thinking about even on the cover of the book, when I first saw it, she's in the bathroom kind of crouched down, and she's hanging onto a teddy bear, and just right by the toilet, just like, and you think about things that, little girls are going through, and sometimes they're isolated, or they're by themselves, and they don't want to tell, they don't want to talk about it. And when you think about it, it's just so sad, because as a little child, when a man takes advantage, of a little girl and her innocence, then she's never again the same.
How old is she?
She was a young girl in the story, but it follows through her life when she was a teen and she got older.
She said it's difficult for women and girls to talk about being raped. She also stressed on however, that those experience the re-victimizing from sexual child abuse and feeling to express themselves. So this book's got to be a good book, because she's talking about how she overcame, even as a girl, when girls don't tell.
Right.
When girls don't tell.
Rape is one thing when you get raped one time, but then think about re-victimization.
Oh my God.
And a lot of girls, and even boys, but a lot of girls will get victimized again and again. Anytime that guy wants to just take advantage of you, he feels like he has a license.
I mean, look at the titles of the books. Snake in a project. From the project to the pit. My identity crisis. Windy City School Days. The Fly Paper Factor. Recovering of the sight to the blind. I mean, just the titles alone.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book. It is really good. And the part that one of the parts that really got to me is when she was the child was in her bed. And then the man came and got her. The mother and father were in the bed. This guy that was sleeping and taking advantage of the little girl, he brought her into the bed and literally took advantage of her body, and the mother didn't wake up. You just imagine there's this child in the bed, and this man is taking advantage of this child. I mean, that is just, and this is something that I know happens everywhere.
Every day. It happens every day. What do the statistics say?
Y'all need to get this book.
We need to get
this is a good book.
Yeah.
This is a good book. It is
Yeah,
a girl, because
don't tell.
when you have children, and I'm a mother, and having children, it makes you want to be a child advocate, to protect children, to watch children, because sometimes they're isolated, they're by themselves. Sometimes they'll eat and they'll eat and they'll eat, and they're trying to mask maybe the hurt that they've been through. You don't understand why women lash out later in life, and it's just because they went through some things. So it's really the type of book that I think every woman, should read, no matter what age, your grandmothers, aunts, sisters. I think everyone should have a copy of this book to protect, their children.
This would be a healing process. I feel that this book would be a healing process to people who has went through. I also feel that this book by other girls who have not probably been through can know that, hey, this actually happens. But you know what this book tells me though? This tells me this is a woman of courage, a woman that she's ordained by God. Because for you to write your testimony out and tell somebody about it, it's going to heal the rest.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can heal the nation with your testimony. You can heal your nation with a book.
That's true. That's true. And that's cool too, because as you know, I got towards the end, it's like it's redemption. It's redemption.
Exactly,
She was
exactly.
able
She
to
was
be healed
able to be
and
healed.
you know, get married and have another life and things and go on with their life. And so sometimes I think when you've had something happen traumatic as this, when you've been sexually abused, that there is life after that you can have recovery.
Right.
And so I think that's the great thing that I enjoyed about it. It's just not a sad story. You know, it does have a good ending. You know, and that's my book.
No,
that's
you
my
might
book.
take this book.
That is
Take
my
this book.
You gotta share with us. You gotta
Yeah,
share.
No, you got to get your
That
own.
is a good book. That is a
Can I
good
share
book.
this
You
one?
always get the good books. She always smiles like that. But that's a good one because I think this is a book that's going to help so
Well, Sheila, thank you for blessing me. Bless your ministry. I'm going to take this book.
It's a good book. You know, I have to share because it touched my life so much because right now, everywhere, you know, I look at children differently. I want to be able to help do what I can as far as helping women to recover from something like this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Margaret Jamal. I'm the author of a book entitled When Girls Don't Tell.